Oh dear. Okay, so who's that? We're five. We're 522 and 322, and we're having a bit of a Zoom this afternoon. And today is Thursday, the 28th of September, and we're gathered here in GO4 Alpha Crucis College, Parramatta. Okay, so first of all, before we do anything else, let's introduce ourselves. So hopefully you know me. If not, you haven't been on Moodle often enough. And to my right, yes, it works. We have
Sarah.
So just a sentence or two about yourself. Oh, where's the mic? Yeah, stick that. Now, the mic is not. No, just stick it on the table. Stick it on the table. Don't bother holding. It'll be all right for all of us. I think it'll peak. So you'll have to speak up. I think because the mic's in here. Yeah. So all of you speak up.
Okay. I'm the icebreaker. My name's Victoria or Vicky. I'm doing Masters of Primary Teaching and in my first semester. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I just can't. I suppose, yeah, it's first semester, isn't it? Wow. Okay, well, I'll introduce Sarah. Sarah is from Ireland, and she's just joined us on Bachelor of Education Primary. And it's your first semester.
Mm-hmm.
And you've only been in Australia how many weeks?
I think it's nearly 2 months.
Oh, 2 months.
Yeah, almost.
Okay. Welcome. And we have
Shania, Masters Primary Teaching, born in Sydney, second semester. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Miguel, and I'm doing my second year bachelor, and I was born in Hong Kong, and I live in Sydney as well.
Thank you. Did you say bachelor? Doing the bachelor?
Yes.
Yeah.
My name is Katie, and I'm doing Masters of Teaching Primary Education. I'm in my second semester, and I'm from Oklahoma,
USA.
USA.
My name is Rita, and I am in my second semester of first year of Diploma of Arts, which will lead me into the Bachelor of Education next year. And I'm enjoying it.
Good. Thank you, everybody. So, ignoring the camera, so we're welcoming you folks onliners, and I trust you have a great time on this course, and we miss you heaps. We really do. We've had a ball, and we've been echoing, and I haven't tested the echoes to see if they're working, but I'm trusting that they are. You definitely need to watch them and listen, particularly the last session and the first one this afternoon, where these wonderful people have been sharing about material for the major assignment, part 1. So, okay, let's have a bit of a chat. Would anybody like to launch off with, here we are Thursday, and Monday was the beginning of the week. That's very profound, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Monday is definitely the beginning, and when we came in here on Monday, would anyone like to comment on how the week has gone in comparison to how they thought it would go, or how they thought they would go in the week? How is it panning out for you? Anybody? Somebody?
I think it's been challenging, but engaging. So like usually in an intensive, I'll sort of be dead by this time in the week, and I'm tired, but not ready for it to be over. Like I can still go for another few days, sort of thing. You know what I mean? So I'm not mentally.
Why? Why do you think that is?
Probably because it's more spiritually and inner teacher relevant rather than practical relevant. Like
And
it's
all
not,
new material that you've got to pile in.
yeah, so it's not just, you're learning a whole subject to teach to kids and learning things about that, you're learning about yourself also, so it's, yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Anyone else?
But it's given me more clarity about myself and more clarity about why I'm here.
Yeah.
And my future as a teacher. It's made me more, given me more conviction as well. I'm really, I feel energized to become a teacher. So,
Fantastic.
and it's been good to also be in community.
Yes.
That's fantastic too. I just love being in the community.
Yeah.
It's community of learning.
Yeah. Community of learning. I thank you for mentioning that. I just want to mention to you onliners, I feel for you because you're out there somewhere in Australia, and no, we've actually got one in Israel, not on this course, but we do have, and I think there might be an onliner at the moment in Thailand. So yeah, there are people all over the place. And I just wonder what it's like to be an onliner, and I think it's like it's almost like a seesaw. You can feel as if everything's uphill, and it's really, really hard work, and you've got to do all the pushing, and you've got to make all the approaches to the lecture, and you've got to do all this reading, and there's no one there to encourage you. But if you, I would encourage you, if you could push up the seesaw, eventually you'll get to a point where it just tips over, and then you'll find you're in the flow. And there's a particular student I'm thinking about that I'm talking, and she lives in Brisbane. And I really believe it's an attitude of heart that you can choose to feel, oh, it's all remote, it's hard, I don't get this. Or you can push through the barrier, as it were, and find your lecturer by whatever means works for them, be it the posts, be it emails, be it Zoom. You make the running, and it happens. And school visits, another cool thing, which is entirely in your province to do, and you have to do. So get out there and find schools, see schools really in operation, and you will feel much more as if you're in the flow. And of course, if you're not in a CTM, ask about a CTM, clinical teaching model, and hopefully we'll get you in one, which would be another way of helping you to connect. So, sorry, I just got passionate about onliners being potentially feeling disconnected. Anyone else want to comment on the week?
I think it's really showing things that I need to give to God and be aware of.
Okay. Cool. One of the things I've struggled with, always struggled with in this course, is the spiritual side of it, because it's not a pedagogy subject and heavy educational stuff. It's the whole title of this PowerPoint we're doing at the moment, Renovation of the Heart. It is challenging, and it will be always challenging, no matter how long or short you've been in faith. It doesn't make any difference. The same can apply, and you've got to take it where you are at your position in your faith walk. It's just a humongous privilege. I like you, Shania, I go home, and yes, I'm really tired, but I'm not exhausted as I have been in some intensives, I think, because of the nature of what we're doing. And I personally feel incredibly relaxed about you lot. It's been so easy, and yet really challenging at the same time in a good sense. The assignments. Anyone want to ask or make any comment about any of the assignments?
So would you say that we were on track with our PowerPoints?
Good question. Good question. My belief and feeling is that, like the onliners, if we never actually got to any of the PowerPoints, my belief is that you are all adults and you can teach yourself anything. So you don't, in a sense, need this. So whatever we do this week, I don't believe is wasted. It's all in a plan. And whatever the conversations that have come up have all been orchestrated. And we just haven't had the script, that's all. And for those people who like a really neat and tidy program for the week, I'm so sorry.
Not gonna happen.
I believe I'm an organised bloke, and yet I thoroughly love being disorganised.
Organised chaos.
I mean, you can look back over the 3 and a bit days now, and you would have to agree there's been an orchestra about all this.
Yeah.
There has, hasn't there? And it's not been my making. It really hasn't. It's been, thank you, Lord, you turned up. And you will turn up. And you'll be with us on the journey next week and onwards throughout the year. It's very, so, no, I'm not, actually, to be honest with you, beginning of today, I thought, we'll finish renovation 2 today, won't we? I wonder what we'll do tomorrow. And I'm sure, I thought to myself, I suppose we could do the transformational education thing, which I said we could do online. But then it doesn't look as if we're going to get to renovation 2 today. So renovation 2 is on tomorrow. It's all worked out. And I thought some of you might be struggling to talk for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, but it was hard to stop you. And I hope I did that reasonably tactfully.
Yes, yeah.
But I'll say full marks to you two. Nothing disrespectful for the others, but you two were absolutely tight and purposeful and so well organised. You really were stunning, weren't they? I'm not saying the rest of you weren't, but I mean these two stand out in my mind as being really well organised, and you didn't waste words, you didn't go down rabbit warrens. Again, I'm not criticising anybody because you haven't. I'm just saying you did well. Any questions? Maybe we'll say goodbye to onliners. Any questions? Any questions for them? Any comments you'd like to make today?
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Yes. Going. Done. Okay. See ya. Where's the end button?